Hey peoples, this is another movie review of the movie Chopsticks on Netflix. As always, thank you for listening, I really appreciate it. So this is a foreign film. I personally watch foreign films with subtitles because I don't trust the dub version. I don't think they can fully translate everything. Of course, that means that I don't understand what's completely going on all the time, as in certain references or one part in this movie where they play the national anthem of that area. I didn't understand what was going on until someone said it in the movie. I guess they did that in order to inform you, but small stuff like that. But that doesn't affect me as the overall film of how I felt. But anyway, so this movie's about a girl. I'm not particularly sure what she does. That's one of those things that I think pertains to that area, but it looks like she gives tours to foreigners. She can speak in Mandarin, and she's at the bottom of the company basically. So the movie starts out with her getting a brand new car, and when she goes to a specific place, a guy says, "Hey, I'll park your car for you." She thought it was the valet. He ends up stealing her car. She gets very upset. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go to the police." The policeman will help her. And she gets told by another person that, "Hey, I know a guy that might be able to help you find your car." So she's like, "Cool. How much do I gotta pay him? Where is he? Blah, 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 blah." She goes and meets him. It's like this abandoned building, and there's a little dog inside. Very cute dog. And then she walks into the kitchen of this abandoned building, and it looks very modern, very high-tech, very nice, and the guy's cooking, and he's a very cool guy. He's very suave. He wears white all the time. He knows a lot of people. He has connections. Finds out later that he can break into safes with locks and stuff like that, and he agrees to help her find her car. They eventually find out that the car is in the possession of a very known gangster in the area, and they're going to try to get it back, and that's our movie. Oh, and there's also a goat involved somehow. But yeah, it sounds random, but I want to say the premise for this movie is really good. I think it's funny. I think it's interesting. I like the girl. I liked her whole character aspect. I like the guy. He's very cool. I like his little white shirts because they were always so clean. And I'm like, this guy's the best. I want to know more about him, his past, his history, who he knows. Oh, he's a cook. Where did he learn to cook? I want to know all of these things. The gangster seemed very interesting. He had like a quirky concept to him. And all that sounds great. The problem is the rest of the movie is boring. Okay, the characters are the most interesting part, not their interaction, just them. Like if I built a character from the ground up and I was like, for instance, when they built Batman, it's like, okay, this guy, his parents died, he dresses in a bat costume, he goes out and fights crime, but he doesn't kill anybody unless his name is Ben Affleck. But every other Batman, no, we don't kill. And you're like, oh my gosh, it's a great character. Okay, so what does he do every day? I don't know. Nothing. It doesn't matter. That's what this movie is. They had nothing for the characters to do. The dialogue is very boring and bland. The actions that they do are very boring and bland. The story is entertaining. Like the actual story concept that they thought up is very good. The execution is the bad part. There's just nothing there. And there could have been something there, but no, there's nothing. They say this is a comedy. Well, it says comedy/drama. I think they put drama in there because there's not enough laughs. I want to say there were probably 10 times that they actually wrote a joke, and maybe 3 or 4 of them actually land, and I maybe chuckled on 2. It's just not funny, and it's very boring. I wish this was remade and someone else did it and just added more into the dialogue, because it was the most blandest, boring dialogue. Nothing happened, no good conversations, just blah. Also, how you know that there was nothing there was the music. Okay, so the music would rev up during a somewhat intense scene to make it feel more intense than it was, and it would get obnoxiously loud. Why is the music getting so loud? Oh, you know why? Because the scene that they're giving us is not as intense as they want it to be. They're like, oh my gosh, be on the edge of your seat. That's not what this is. This happens at least 5 to 6 times in the movie, and it's very annoying. And what makes me upset is that everything is there. They have everything they need. The actual shots look good. The movie looks well made. There's just no content in the actual dialogue and the storyline and what they're trying to make. They did a good job building the pillars, which will be the characters. They just give them nothing to do. And I hate that I'm repeating myself over and over and saying that, but that's it. That's what this movie is. But anyway, I wouldn't suggest watching this movie unless you feel like being bored and watching other bored people on screen. But yeah, that's all. As always, thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. Please go thumbs up, subscribe, tell somebody about this, whatever we can do to make this channel grow. I really appreciate it. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a great day. God bless. I'll talk to you tomorrow.